Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. Two names that echoed through the hallowed halls of football history. They were titans, legends whispered in hushed tones. Their rivalry was the stuff of legends, a clash of styles, a dance of power and grace. The world bowed before their immense talent. Ronaldo, the Portuguese powerhouse, was a force of nature. His speed and strength were unmatched. His goals, a symphony of sheer power. Messi, the Argentine magician, moved like liquid fire. He weaved through defenses, a phantom on the pitch. He painted masterpieces with his left foot. They were rivals, yes, but they also pushed each other to new heights, each goal a challenge, each award a testament to their relentless pursuit of perfection. The world watched, mesmerized, as they etched their names into the soul of the beautiful game. But even gods can be tested. Even legends can face challenges beyond their wildest dreams. For Ronaldo and Messi, that challenge was about to arrive in the most unexpected way. The fate of football, the sport they loved, hung in the balance. The night was quiet, almost eerily so. The kind of quiet that makes you feel like the world is holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. The kind of quiet that settles after a storm, when the air is thick with the scent of rain and the streets glisten under the soft glow of streetlights. Ronaldo sat in his luxurious mansion, surrounded by opulence, yet feeling an inexplicable emptiness. The silence was almost deafening after the roar of his last match. He was restless, a strange energy thrumming in the air. It was as if the universe was trying to tell him something important. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was about to change, something monumental. A sense of anticipation hung in the air, almost palpable. He picked up a letter that had mysteriously appeared on his desk. The paper was thick, edged in an ancient script that seemed to whisper secrets of the past. The ornate script was unlike anything he had ever seen, almost as if it was from another time, another world. It had no sender's address, no indication of where it had come from, just his name written in elegant cursive, as if it was meant for him and him alone. The name stood out, almost glowing in the dim light of the room. It was a call, a beckoning from the unknown. Across the world, in a peaceful villa in Barcelona, Messi experienced a similar unease. The tranquility of his surroundings did little to calm the storm brewing within him. He too had received a letter, identical in every way to Ronaldo's. The same thick paper, the same ancient script, the same sense of foreboding. He held the letter in his hand, feeling its weight, its significance. The paper felt strangely warm, almost alive, as if it was trying to communicate with him. The message was clear, yet shrouded in mystery. It spoke of a prophecy, a darkness threatening to consume the soul of football. The same sense of foreboding gripped him, a feeling that something was about to change, something that would alter the course of their lives forever. The air crackled with anticipation, as if the universe itself was holding its breath, waiting for the next move.
A prophecy? A darkness threatening to consume the soul of football? This can't be real. The idea seemed preposterous, like something out of a fantasy novel. And yet the letters felt real, their message undeniable.
The letters spoke of a prophecy, a darkness that threatened to consume the very soul of football, a darkness that only they could stop. The stakes were high, higher than any match they had ever played. The future of football hung in the balance. The letters mentioned a journey through time, a quest to save the sport from oblivion. It seemed impossible, the stuff of fairy tales. And yet neither man could shake the feeling that this was their destiny calling, a call they could not ignore. They knew deep down that they had to answer this call. The future of football depended on it.
A journey through time. To save football? It sounded like a dream, a fantastical adventure that defied logic. This feels like a dream. But dreams have a way of revealing truths that reality often hides.
The letter instructed them to meet at a specific location, a small, forgotten cafe in the heart of Naples. A place that held no significance to the world, but would soon become the epicenter of a journey that would change everything. A neutral ground for two rivals, a shared destiny awaited. They would have to put aside their differences and work together. The future of football, they soon realized, rested on their shoulders. The weight of that responsibility was heavier than any trophy they had ever lifted. The journey ahead was uncertain, fraught with challenges, but they knew one thing for sure: they were ready to face it together. The cafe was shrouded in mist. the kind that seemed to carry whispers of forgotten tales and ancient secrets. The air was thick with the aroma of strong espresso, mingling with the scent of aged wood and leather-bound books. Ronaldo and Messi arrived separately, each cloaked in their own thoughts, their footsteps echoing softly on the cobblestone floor. Their eyes met across the dimly lit room, a silent acknowledgement of their storied rivalry. The tension was palpable, like the calm before a storm, yet beneath the surface there was a shared tension, a mutual understanding that transcended their competitive spirits. It was as if they both sensed that something extraordinary was about to unfold, something that would change the course of their destinies forever. An old woman sat at a table in the corner, her presence almost ethereal. She seemed to be waiting for them, her eyes twinkling with ancient wisdom, her eyes deep and knowing held the secrets of ages past. She smiled, a knowing smile that hinted at the mysteries she was about to reveal. Her voice, when she spoke, was a low whisper that seemed to echo with the passage of centuries. "The beautiful game is under threat," she began, her words hanging in the air like a prophecy.
The beautiful game is under threat. A darkness seeks to corrupt its history, to twist its essence into something ugly. A darkness seeks to corrupt its history, to twist its essence into something ugly. This darkness is not just a force, but a malevolent entity that feeds on the sports spirit. It aims to distort the very fabric of football, turning moments of glory into shadows of despair.
She told them of a hidden history of football, a secret lineage of guardians sworn to protect the sport's integrity. These guardians, known as the timekeepers, have existed for centuries, working in the shadows to preserve the purity of the game. The timekeepers are not just protectors, but also historians, chronicling the true essence of football through the ages. They are the unseen hands that guide the sport, ensuring that its spirit remains untainted. She revealed the existence of the timekeepers, protectors of football's timeline. These guardians have the power to travel through time, correcting the wrongs that threaten to alter the course of football history.
The letters you received speak of a hidden power within you both, a power that can unlock the doors of time itself. This power is not just a gift, but a responsibility. It is a power that requires wisdom and courage, for the journey ahead is fraught with challenges and dangers. A power that can unlock the doors of time itself. Your mission is to travel through history, to right the wrongs that threaten to unravel the fabric of football. Your mission, to travel through history, to right the wrongs that threaten to unravel the fabric of football. You must protect the moments that define the sport, ensuring that its legacy remains intact. To right the wrongs that threaten to unravel the fabric of football. The fate of the sport rests in your hands. You are the chosen ones, the guardians of football's past, present, and future. The fate of the sport rests in your hands. Two rivals, united by destiny, must now work together to protect the game they love. Two rivals, united by destiny. Their journey would be long and arduous, but together, they would forge a pact that would stand the test of time.
The old woman led them to a hidden chamber beneath the cafe. The air was thick with mystery, and the dim light from the cafe above barely penetrated the darkness below. As they descended the creaky wooden stairs, the scent of aged parchment and ancient stone filled their nostrils. Ancient murals adorned the walls, each one telling a story of football's rich and storied past. The paintings were vibrant despite their age and seemed to come alive under the flickering torchlight, depicting legendary moments in football history. From Maradona's hand of God to Pelé's triumphant goals, each mural was a testament to the sport's greatest achievements and its most controversial moments. In the center of the chamber lay a shimmering portal swirling with ethereal energy. It pulsed rhythmically as if it had a heartbeat of its own, drawing them closer with an almost magnetic pull. With a touch from the old woman's hand, the portal responded immediately. The letters in their possession, which had been dormant until now, began to glow with an otherworldly light, casting eerie shadows on the chamber walls. The letters in their possession pulsed with an otherworldly light. It was as if they were alive, communicating with the portal in a language only they understood. The air crackled with energy, a tangible force that made the hairs on the back of their necks stand on end. The atmosphere was electric, charged with anticipation and the unknown. The portal swirling ever faster. It was a vortex of light and energy, a gateway to another time and place, beckoning them to step through. Ronaldo and Messi shared a look, their eyes reflecting a mix of determination and trepidation. They knew that whatever lay beyond the portal, it would change their lives forever, a silent acknowledgement of the gravity of their situation. This was more than just a journey through time, it was a mission to preserve the very essence of football.
Are you ready for this, Leo? Ronaldo's voice was steady, but his eyes betrayed a flicker of doubt.
As ready as I'll ever be, Cristiano. Messi's response was firm, his resolve unshakable. They had come too far to turn back now.
They stepped into the unknown, the portal engulfing them in a blinding flash. The light was so intense that it felt like it was piercing through their very souls. Time twisted and turned around them. Images of roaring crowds, legendary goals, and iconic celebrations flashed before their eyes. It was a sensory overload, a whirlwind of memories and emotions, and iconic celebrations flashed before their eyes. They saw themselves in those moments, reliving the highs and lows of their illustrious careers. They were caught in a whirlwind of football history, the past, present, and future blending into a dizzying kaleidoscope. It was as if they were being shown the very fabric of time itself, the past, present, and future blending into a dizzying kaleidoscope. They could see the evolution of the game, the changes in tactics, the rise and fall of legends. When the light subsided, they found themselves standing on the sidelines of a familiar yet eerily different Wembley Stadium. The iconic arches loomed overhead, but there was an unsettling stillness in the air. The roar of the crowd was deafening, the energy electric. It was as if the very soul of football was alive in that moment, pulsating with every cheer and chant. It was the 1966 World Cup final, a pivotal moment in football history. The tension was palpable, the stakes higher than ever. A pivotal moment in football history. But something was wrong. The atmosphere was charged with an ominous energy, a sense of foreboding that was impossible to ignore. A palpable darkness hung in the air, casting long shadows over the field. It was as if the very essence of the game was being corrupted, a corruption they could feel in their bones. This was no ordinary match. It was a battle for the soul of football itself.